I'm kind of stressed, I'm overwhelmed, like Good morning everyone, happy Monday, welcome to a week in my life vlog. Currently getting ready for work today. This is what I'm wearing: Abercrombie, Levi's, Amazon, and then I have some gold jewelry that I'm putting on. This past weekend was a really fun weekend. On Friday I had my friend's going away party, which was so sad. This is her last week here. I think Thursday will be the last day that I see her before she moves, and I am so incredibly sad about it, but I'm so happy for her. On Saturday I went to a bull riding thing, and it wasn't what I expected it to be. It wasn't what anyone expected it to be, but it was a good time. So yeah, that's kind of what I did this weekend. And then Sunday was just like an editing day for me, cleaning, all of that stuff, kind of life admin-esque day. And now today's Monday and we're heading back to work today. Just kind of finishing up, getting ready. This morning I was watching a TikTok and somebody was saying that they had gotten laid off, and I feel like weirdly triggered by it, because if you guys remember, I was laid off about a little bit over 6 months ago, and it scares me that people are still getting laid off, like that it's just happening so much to so many people. It's a very scary, unexpected thing that changes your life a lot. I feel like my life has changed so much since getting laid off. It is I'm like putting deodorant on. This is really awkward. It's really hard and like weird, and I don't know, I just like seeing more people getting laid off, especially when it's something that you've been through, like your heart just like goes out for them. So I feel like my heart's almost like a little heavy right now. So I'm just like, oh, poor girl. Especially when it's like someone that you like love to follow and you like have a weird like parasocial relationship with them. The perfume that I'm using right now is from Kiehl's. It's Original Musk Blend #1. It just smells like expensive soap, but it goes away very fast, so I'm spraying quite a bit. I have a really fun week ahead of me. I have plans like almost every single night. I think this is the only night this week that I don't have something going on. It's gonna be a packed week, but I'm excited for it. I really do feel myself like coming out of my shell again, going out into the world, doing social things. We're starting that whole phase again of me re-emerging into the world. I always say this and I sound like a broken record, but some people like stay in the winter time because it's too cold. In Arizona you stay in the summertime because it's too hot. So now that the weather's not even nice. Let's just be clear. The weather is still hot. It's still in the 100 degrees. Like it is not nice yet, but it eventually will be. And so I feel like I'm like mentally preparing for that. So yeah, last week was really fun. Like if you guys watched that weekly vlog, like I went to a fair on a random Thursday night. That was really fun. Like I feel like those type of things are like, oh, like this was so good for me. Like I want to keep doing this. I want to do this again. I have like plans almost every single day this week. Okay, I have a to-do list order. If you guys don't know, I have a small business where I sell to-do lists, and I have a to-do list order that I need to ship, or I need to package up, and then I can ship out on my way to work today. I have 2 orders, so I'm gonna do that and then we'll head off to work. My car is 115 degrees. I just wanted to cool down so badly. I need to go to the grocery store after work, and I was planning on doing an order pickup, but my order was $4 cheaper than, wait, how do I make this make sense? Order for your order pickup to be free, it needs to be, I think, $40. Mine was like just $4 under, and then there was a fee for it, and then I couldn't find anything that I was like, okay, this is like making it free. So I'm literally just gonna go into the store and get all this stuff. I don't really like want to do that if I'm being honest, but I'm going to. So we're gonna go to our grocery store. Oh, that's 30 minutes away. Wait, let's go this way. Why does it want me to go on the freeway when there's a huge accident? Let's go this way. So anyways, we're just gonna like actually physically go grocery shopping rather than just like the online order, because I am cheap and didn't want to waste $4. Will this probably take me a lot of time? Yeah, but like $4 is $4. Think of all the things I could buy with $4, you know? We're here, let's do some grocery shopping. I'm back home. There's this like ringing, rattling sound. I have no idea where it's coming from, but grocery haul. Okay, I actually did end up spending more money than I was originally planning to. Okay, first and foremost, impulse purchase. I got a thing of cheesecake. I am so obsessed with my grocery store's cheesecake. My mouth is watering. Like, I'm salivating just thinking about it. I am so obsessed with their cheesecake. I've never really liked cheesecake before. Within this past year, I'm like now obsessed. So tonight I'm making a Philly cheesesteak bowl. So I got 2 bell peppers. I got green because they were on sale. I don't really know the difference of the colors and like if they taste differently. I think the red tastes the best, but the green is always on sale, so that's why I get green. And then I got an onion. I got some more whipped cream cheese. The whipped cream cheese from Philadelphia is the best one. They used to have like the big tubs of it. They don't anymore, which is like, what the heck. I also got this. This is an impulse purchase. These things are so good. They're the Reese's dipped animal crackers. These things change lives. They save lives. I also got some Monterey Jack cheese to sprinkle on. If you guys know, I've never like really actually made steak before. Like, I think I made like Costco carne asada once and then another Costco thing, but this is my first time like actually making anything kind of steak. And this isn't even like a real full steak, but it's beef round stir fry strips. I don't know. Also, I think I've said this in the past, why does like raw steak look more appetizing to me than cooked steak? And then actually I think this is a little bit of a win because it said online that these were sold out, but they were in fact not. This is the mini gold potatoes. They said they were sold out online. I couldn't get them, but they were not. So that's everything that I got. I'm going to eat a few of these things. They're so good. Next order of business while I eat my after work cheesecake, because that's just so normal. I'm not waiting for dessert. It's so good. My mouth is watering. But I talked about in the vlog that I uploaded today, so 2 vlogs ago. If you guys don't know, I always film these vlogs Monday through Friday, and then I give myself Monday through Friday to edit them because these videos are like quite long, so it gives me like a full week to edit it. So usually like the Monday that this is going up. Let's see. So today that I'm filming this is October 7th. The day that this goes up will be October 21st, so 2 weeks from now, which it always sucks to me. Like, I wish these could be a little bit more on time, not on time, but just more like to current date. But like, these videos are just so long, they take me a really long time to edit. So especially having a full-time job, I just need to give myself the opportunity to like breathe and not just constantly be stressed, because I also feel like that would like reduce the quality of my video. Anyways, the video that I uploaded today, I talked about I am considering going on antidepressant medication, anti-anxiety medication. Talked to my therapist about it for a couple months, just going back and forth about it, and we've made a decision together that I'm kind of at a point where this is a good decision for me, and this is something that I could at least try, look into. If it doesn't work out, I could stop it, but there's really nothing that I could lose from it at this point. And so I talked about it and I was really worried about it. Actually, you know what, timestamp here if you don't want to hear about the rest of this. I know that like some people don't, so I want to like anything maybe mental health related, maybe I should start like putting timestamps in case you guys are not interested, or in case you're not at a place where you can listen to this. Like, I feel like I know that things can be like unintentionally triggering a lot. I can get unintentionally triggered by things, so I tried my best. I'm not perfect, I'm only human, but if I can maybe put a timestamp somewhere and like make you, like, if you're not at a place to listen to something, skip it. Anyways, I hope the people that wanted to skip it have skipped it, but a lot of you guys were so amazing in the comments. Like, you guys were giving me such great advice, such great like things, like expectations almost, and like your experiences and your stories with it, and it made me feel very comfortable in the decision to go ahead with it. I feel obviously worried. I've never done any kind of like medication for my mental health in the past, and so it's definitely something that's worrisome for me. So I talked about how I had an appointment with somebody and she seemed really unprofessional. She seemed like she was like driving in the car on the phone and like wasn't really like looking at the stuff that I submitted. So I decided not to go through the second appointment with her to like actually get prescribed anything. And then last week I was supposed to have an appointment with somebody, and when I was making the appointment, she was like, okay, you should get like this email with like all this information. If you don't, just like email me beforehand. You just need to make sure you filled out for our appointment. And so I emailed her, I think like a day or two before our appointment. I was like, hey, just like checking in, I never got that email. And she goes, so I'm currently suffering from the hurricanes like going on. I'm pausing all my appointments. And I was like, so valid, so valid. I hope you're okay. Like, I was like, I do not exist. I should not exist. Like, you focus on yourself. So anyways, I asked my therapist if she had any recommendations. So she sent me over quite a few recommendations. And so I have an appointment on, I think it's either Thursday or Friday of this week to have like an initial consultation. I don't know if they're going to prescribe me anything. It's like a 40-minute first patient, new patient visit. I'm obviously really worried about it, but I do think that I feel very comfortable. Not comfortable, I don't know if that's the right word, but I feel like you guys eased a lot of my anxiety. So I just wanted to say thank you so much if you like shared your experience or your opinion or anything. I don't know. I really appreciate you guys, and I'm very hopeful that this will help me, because it's honestly something, you know, to be honest, it's something I've considered for years now, and I've just never like pulled the trigger. But I do think that it's a point where it's like, okay, trigger needs to be pulled. My mouth is also literally watering. It's hard for me to talk. I love cheesecake. Anyways, so that's an update on that. Also, no cat update for you guys. There probably won't be like a cat update for a really long time because if you guys remember, my friend found a stray cat, brought it into her home. If the cat does not mesh well with her current cat, then I'm going to adopt it. But that's the friend that's moving. So there's so many things to consider. I don't want to like delve into her personal information about like her moving and all of that, but I don't know if I'm going to end up adopting this cat because if she's moving, like it's just like a whole thing. So it wasn't anticipated, like this was the mood just like kind of, you know, like it just, we weren't expecting this. But I don't know if I'm going to adopt a cat, but I still am considering fostering a cat. So we have things to consider. But I'm like, okay, maybe I should like one thing at a time. Like first medication, then a cat. Not like make 1,000,001 life changes all at once because I feel like that would be very, very intimidating. Anyways, I'm gonna eat my cheesecake, chill for a sec, and then I'll catch back up with you guys when I have something going on. I was just chilling on my couch journaling, and then my neighbor rang my doorbell. I don't really know any of my neighbors too well. I have some neighbors who like, I keep passing them and I keep trying to like say hi to them and like introduce myself. I've lived here since May and I keep trying to say hi to them and like they keep like dodging me. I'm like, hi. I'm like, I keep trying to be like, hi, and they just like will not like talk to me. I'm like, am I scary? I don't know. But one of my neighbors, the one that I don't know if I'd say that I know her, but we pass each other frequently and say hi and I introduce myself. She rang my doorbell and she was like, hey, do you dog sit? And I was like, yeah, why not? So I went over to her place, met her dog. She has a rescue dog who's very timid. So I'm very like, if there's like a pet, any pet at all, whether it's a timid dog or not, I always like give it my hand first, like let it sniff me before I like go in and, you know, try to pet it or like whatever. So I try to like, it was a very timid dog. He was a rescue. He was in the shelter for like 6 months, but really cute dog. And so she's gonna be out of town Friday through Wednesday. So I was like, yeah, I'll pet sit. I kind of didn't like realize like maybe the commitment that I agreed to, but I'm gonna do it because I agreed to it. And so I'm excited. I get to pet sit a little puppy for a little bit. He's not a puppy, he's like a grown adult, but yeah, I'm pet sitting. Call me a pet sitter. I'm like a little worried about like the commitment of it, just like taking it out before work and all that. So, like I think the before work is what I'm like scared of, but it should be fine. So it'll all be fine. I'll just have to wake up a little bit earlier than I usually would like to. But okay, I do have some laundry that I need to put away that I didn't over the weekend. And then I really wanted to make that stuff for dinner tonight, but I'm like honestly not even hungry because of my cheesecake that I ate and then the little cracker things that I ate. So like maybe I'll make it because I eat lunch tomorrow, and if I don't make it today then I won't have lunch tomorrow. So maybe I'll make it, eat like a little bit of it to see if it's good, and then package it up for lunch tomorrow. But my cousin is in town. She's actually flying into Arizona right now for a work trip, and so my sister and I are getting, what's it called? Dinner with her. Also, in case anyone's wondering, Taylor Swift's at the Chiefs game. She has like little like glitter freckles on. I know that everyone cares. Everyone wants to know. Anyways, I need to go put my laundry away. Good morning and happy Tuesday. Okay, first of all, I made those like Philly cheesesteak bowl things yesterday. Gross. I think the reason it's gross is because this is not steak, it's beef. And it just, I'm not good at making it because I always overcook it because I don't know how to cook it. It turned out really gross and I'm like, dang it. But whatever, I'm gonna have to eat it because I made it all. And I don't want to waste food, but it was, like, I just don't think that I like beef. Where's my sriracha? Hello? Oh, it's right here. It's right in front of me. Ugh. I'm just like not looking forward to eating it. Anyways, I did make potatoes for the very first time ever. They look delicious. That I will say, incredible. It's amazing. And I'm excited to eat that. But however, anything else I'm not excited to eat. They smell so good too. Can you guys believe I've never made potatoes? I don't really like potatoes that much, but like these look good. And then I also have bell pepper and onion. And then we have our gross meat that I really don't want to eat. and I am back home. I changed into jeans. So I actually wore these yesterday. They're from Levi's. This top is from Garage, in case you're wondering. Usually when I'm at work, I kind of fold it up like this a little bit. Like I feel like that just like makes it feel a little bit more professional. Not that this isn't necessarily unprofessional, but like, I don't know. I'm sure people wear much worse. But I don't know. It's also like it kind of restricts your arm flow. So I usually will kind of put it like this or something. And it like makes like one of those like, is it called a cow neck? You know. And I also always have like a cardigan, like a sweater cardigan at work that I wear every single day because it's just cold in there. So, you know, it makes me more covered that if I wear something that I'm like, a little iffy about, even though I feel like this is not that iffy. Anyways, I'm back home because work is over, obviously. I cleaned up my apartment a little bit. So my cousin, I don't know if I mentioned this or not, my cousin is in town. She does not live in Arizona and she's here for a work trip. So my sister and I are getting dinner with her. And she mentioned she wanted to see my place. We're getting dinner closer to where her hotel is, which is like a 25-minute drive away from where I live. So I have no idea if like she's actually gonna end up coming here. But I did clean it a little bit. This stuff on the counters, I need to push in that chair, and then I'm gonna bring my Easy Press to my sister because she wants to borrow it. So other than that, it'll be, you know, nice and clean. But also running my dishwasher because I forgot I like loaded dirty dishes into it last night. Also my lunch, I'm so annoyed because I got cheese to like top it off and like make it all melty on top to make it like extra good. Didn't do that. The potatoes were incredible though, but I did forget the cheese and I was so upset. But it actually was pretty good though, so slay. Not mad about it. But yeah, for dinner we're gonna go to a place called Pedal House, which there's one of those in Tempe, which is my college town, and it was like one of my favorite like bar brewery type of restaurants when I was in college. So there's one by where she is, and my sister was like, oh, I heard this place is good, and I was like, it's amazing, it's amazing. So we're going there. One time I actually met the owner. I was at a bar and I was like, oh my god, like you're wearing a hat that says Pedal House on it, like I love that restaurant. He goes, I own it. And I was like, oh, it's like, I love your work. I was like literally like hyping this man so much, just like, your work is incredible. Also need to paint my nails. So today is actually Prime Day and I'm kind of annoyed. None of the stuff that I wanted for Prime Day was actually on sale for Prime Day. I'll show you guys all the stuff that I got. I only got one thing that was actual, no, technically I got more things that were on sale for Prime Day. I told myself, I was like, I'm gonna memorize the prices of everything, so like when they drop, like do they actually just raise the prices and then drop them back down to their regular price? This one I don't remember because I remember it ended in a 5, but I couldn't remember if it was 25 or 35, but this was $28. It's, you can't even see it, what? It's a gel nail kit, and then a bunch of people were like, Keegan, don't get a gel nail kit because like you can get infections from gel nails and it can damage your nails. And I'm like, that. But I'm actually kind of excited for it. I'm kind of considering just using like a regular base coat and then a regular top coat and like not really make it like the full gel thing. I'll probably cure it, but maybe not just use like the gel top coat or something. I don't know. And then the only other thing that I got that was on sale was the Alani New Cherry Slush. Fun fact, I actually have a subscription on Amazon now because I'm so obsessed with it. But it was on sale. It was $17. It's sold out now. Kind of sad because my sister was like, I told her about it and she's like, oh my god, I want to get it. And then I said like it was sold out. But I actually got 2 25 packs because I'm like so obsessed with it that I was like, I'll just stock up. So I paused my subscription membership for a month. Fun fact, I actually got one delivered, an Alani New. So I'll have 3 25 packs. Yes, 3 25 packs. I'll probably pause it for the next month as well. And then the rest of the stuff was not on sale for Prime Day, but I did want it anyway. So I keep losing my Pilates socks. I have no idea where they are ever. I think I have 1 pair left and I have like a 5 pack. So I got this. This was the cheapest for the most amount of socks that you could possibly get, and they're all like cute little different colors. The ones that I have are more like ankle socks, and I kind of wanted like a pair like this because winter is coming up and I feel like my feet will be cold. I don't know. So I got that, and then I got more stuff. Believe it or not. I do always buy these things with the intention that if I don't like it, I will return it. So I feel like that kind of like makes me buy things a little bit more than I probably should, but whatever. And then I also got this little nail kit. It was $5. I've been wanting it for a while. I've been wanting like a little nail kit that I can put in my purse because I keep like biting off my nails, bit off all my nail polish. This one still has some stragglers left, and it's always because like I don't have like a nail file or something like that. So I got this little like, this was the cheapest one I could find, like little nail kit that I could put in my purse. So if I have like a hangnail or if I have something like that, I could leave that in my purse. I also got these boots that I think are really, really cute. I only own a pair of black booties, so I wanted to get some like brown ones, and I think these are so cute. I shared these on TikTok and everyone was like, Keegan, these are so cute. And again, this one especially, I was like, if I don't like it, I will 100% return it, but I think these are really cute and like will definitely like make an outfit. And like I could wear these for a while. Like I could probably wear these up until like March, I think. So, and then last but not least, I got another cherry slush. So my sister actually asked me to get her one of the Alani News, the Witch's Brews, because she got me, if you guys remember. I paid her back for it, but she got me like a huge case of them because they were at her local Walmart and I couldn't find them anywhere where I was, so she got me some and then she asked me, can you bring me some? So I'm gonna take out 2, one for her and then I'm gonna put one in my fridge for tomorrow. This one and then the cherry slush. If you guys are new here, are you new here? You know that like TikTok sound? These ones are my favorite one. This one is like a seasonal one. Cherry slush is my favorite year round. So I'm just gonna put this in here. I think I did mention, but these potatoes were absolutely fire. What I did was I got small baby potatoes, cut them up, I boiled them until fork tender, and then I put them in the oven, I think for 425 or at 425 for 20 to 25 minutes. And I think I did salt, pepper, garlic powder, and then Italian seasoning. It was delicious. Highly recommend. I mean, like I said, I've never made potatoes before, which I think some people are always like shocked because I'm just not like a huge potato person, but those are really good. I think I'm starting to like potatoes as I get older. You know, like all the foods that you're like, oh, I don't like this like as a kid, so then you just like assume that you don't like it as an adult, and then you try it as an adult and you're like, wait a minute, you're onto something here. That's how I kind of feel about potatoes. I didn't like mashed potatoes until recently, but I will say I really only like good mashed potatoes. Obviously everybody likes good mashed potatoes, but like I can't just have like a basic mashed potato. Like I need like a quality, there's something to this mashed potato, you know what I mean? So I'm starting to like the foods that I didn't like as a kid, which is like really fun as an adult to be like expanding my palate more and trying new things. I have this one friend, I'm yapping a ton, I need to sit down. I have this one friend who is very similar to me, where they like had a very limited palate as a kid and they still have like a very limited palate. And I keep being like, try this. Like I also had a limited palate and I'm trying these things and they're good. Every single thing that I've showed them they've liked. So I'm like, low key, I'm a trendsetter. No, I'm just kidding. But what time is it now? It's 5:55. Let's see. How far away is this? I probably should leave a little bit early so I can park. 11 miles away, which makes it a 23-minute drive. So I should probably leave at like 5:30. No, 6:30 if I want to be there. Maybe a little bit earlier than that just so I can, you know, park. Anyways, I'm just yapping a bunch, but actually, I think I'm gonna edit a TikTok and then probably leave because it's gonna take me a while. Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. I'm working from home today. It honestly feels weird to be at home during the day, like with the natural sunlight coming in. It is stunning. And I'm like, it makes me sad that I'm always like at work in person, that I can't enjoy this, you know? But I do have one of my Amazon orders that came in. Dinner last night was really good. I obviously like just try to be more respectful around like filming and vlogging when there's people around. So I feel like, why don't you film that? Not everybody wants to be online. This is the gel nail polish kit with UV light. Let's see just how small and tiny these nail polishes are, because the review said they were pretty tiny and I kind of figured that they would be. Okay, first impression, polishes. I think this is all of them. They do look pretty tiny. Okay, they are pretty tiny. It's mainly all lid. Oh, but they're like stuck to the rim. They're fine. I'll be fine. I really do want to paint my nails. I'm trying to think. I feel like everyone has been like doing like a brown, which is like so slay. I'm kind of thinking of this brown right here. It's kind of like a lighter brown. I almost want like a darker brown, but I don't think they really have a darker brown. They do have this brown. Oh, some of them just flew out of there. Okay, okay. Yikes. Gonna shove them back in. But yeah, I think they're cute. I'm excited for this. And then painting my nails is like my newest obsession. So I took all my nail polish off yesterday. Okay, it also came with like a whole like nail kit, which is really nice. Nail clippers, a little scrubber, nail files, cuticle pusher, and like a bunch of stuff. Nail remove easily. I don't know if that's like a nail polish remover or I have no idea what that is. And then one of these thingies. That's nice. And then a UV light. Oh, and then a nail oil. Right, this is a nail oil. Yeah. Put this on my nails. A lot of stuff came in this kit. I'm very impressed. Okay, nothing is really coming out of this nail oil. It'll get there eventually. Come on. Hello? At what point will stuff come out of this? Oh, I think it's like soon. Okay. Anyways, my newest obsession, you guys know, has been painting my nails. So I'm really excited for this. I'm nervous because all the people saying stuff about gel being bad for you and like doing it at home is bad for you. I'm a little worried about that if I'm being honest, but we'll figure it out. It'll be fine. Also, tomorrow I was supposed to hang out with my friend who's moving, but then she was like, oh, I actually like had plans that I completely forgot about when we made our plans. And I was like, no big deal. So I don't have any plans tomorrow night, which will be really nice. So I'll probably paint my nails tomorrow night. Also, tonight I'm like kind of worried because I signed up. Let me explain this. I signed up to do this dinner with strangers. So I have a friend who I've never met her in person. We've like DM'd over Instagram and she was like, do you want to hang out? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. I was like, are you free on Wednesday? She's like, oh, actually on Wednesday I signed up to do this this like dinner with strangers thing. And I was like, okay, I'll do it too. Then we can like meet in person for the first time and like meet a bunch of other people. And then you like fill out this like questionnaire, and then it like assigns you with like random strangers who you're compatible with and all of this stuff. I think it's called Time Leap, I'm pretty sure. Well, I like kind of assumed that we would get the same thing, and if we didn't, she said like it seems like they're all like at the same restaurant. And I was like, oh, perfect. Like even if we're not in the same group, like we'll probably be at the same restaurant. We can like hang out before or after or something. Like that'll work out fine. We're at different restaurants, different groups, so I'm a little stressed now. Obviously the idea is like going in not knowing anyone, and I was like fully prepared like maybe we wouldn't be at the same table, but I kind of thought we'd be at the same restaurant at least. So I'm gonna be having dinner with like 5 strangers. I think it's gonna be cool. It's definitely gonna be like out of my comfort zone, but I've never done anything like this before, and it definitely intimidates me. I get scared easily, so yeah, my social anxiety should be fun, should be fun. Wow, this lighting is trash. Good morning, everybody, and happy Thursday. I'm driving to work right now. Can I go? I'm gonna go. Anyways, you guys really cannot see me. Yesterday, timing-wise, just like really got away from me. So I wanted to like recap for you guys as I'm driving to work. I'm like getting on the freeway right now, and I hope that it's not gonna be like too loud for you guys that you can't hear me. If it is too loud, we'll never do it again. But yesterday I went to that like dinner with strangers thing. So my friend and I did not end up getting the same restaurant, which was sad. Like I was really hoping we would, but I was also like, if we don't, that's totally fine. Like I understand what I'm getting myself into. But I went to this, it was honestly like an expensive restaurant. Like I guess I have different ideas of what a mid-tier restaurant is, because when you like do the thing, you can say like I want a cheaper, a mid-tier, or a more expensive restaurant. And I said mid-tier because I thought that the price of dinner was included in your ticket. It was not, so you had to pay for dinner on top of it. And I was like, this is a great deal. And then we went to this restaurant. It was a valet, like for your car. And so I'm someone who likes to get places early and then just like sit in my car if I'm anxious because I don't want to be late. I was getting there early, and then I see the valet, and I'm like, oh my god, like I have to pay to valet. Like this was so much more expensive than I was anticipating for it to be. Like I'm kind of stressed, I'm overwhelmed, like you know, like I feel like my social anxiety was definitely like coming out, and that's totally fine. It happens. But I like just was doing like laps around the block basically to like kill time, because I was like, well, I don't want to get there first, or like not like I don't want to get there like 10-15 minutes early. So I did laps, and then I went to the valet, and he's like, oh, if you want to like park in a parking garage, like you can do that. And so I found the parking garage, and then I couldn't find my way out of it, like walking out of it. And so I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be late. I show up, it's this big round table with like 6 seats. There's only one girl there, and so like we're talking. Everybody else comes late. Everybody else is like 15 to 30 minutes late. Like I thought it was just gonna be like me and her for a while. Like there was a ton of like, and I was like, did everyone like stand us up? But it was a good group. 2 people didn't show up, so I think there was 1, 2, 3, including me, 4, 5 of us. And I think there's usually 6 or 7. It was supposed to be like equal like girls and boys, but I think it was 2 boys, 3 girls. And essentially how it worked, from my understanding, is there's like 3 or 4 different restaurants, and at each restaurant there's like 2 groups. And I don't want to say it like this, but like an older group and like a younger group. Like there was our table who was like in our like early mid-20s, and then there was another table who was like more in their like 30s and 40s. And I think that's how they split it up. And then afterwards, they give you like a bar that you can go to and like meet all of the groups, which is really fun. And 2 of the guys that were in our group, which was really interesting, they had been like a ton of times. One was like, oh, this is my 6th time. One of them was like, oh, this is my 10th time. They were saying that like the bar is like even more fun than the dinner. And so I went to the bar, but like it was a Wednesday night. I was like, I'm not gonna stay out until super late. So at 10, I was like, okay, I'm gonna like go home. Like it was nice meeting you guys. And then somebody else left as well. But like I wish it was almost like on a weekend, because I think I would have stayed out later. But a lot of people say they do it every Wednesday, and it's like a great way to meet people. And there's a lot of like regulars. Like there's a lot of people that do it over and over and over again, which is really fun. I thought everyone was super nice. I think that it always is like a little awkward, like with like a group of new people and you're trying to get to know everybody, and it's like a big group. Like I think there's no way for it not to be like a little awkward, but I thought it was fine. The restaurant was like really expensive though, because I guess I have a different definition of what like the prices of mid-tier is than this. So it was more expensive. Like I was like, this is like a nice place, there's valet, there's all of this. I was like, oh my god, like I wouldn't usually go to a restaurant of that caliber on a Wednesday night. But overall, really good experience. I don't know if I would do it again. Maybe I'll do it again. I don't know if I'll do it. I don't think I'll do it again like next week and like have it be a consistent weekly thing, but it was cool. I do think that the people that were, I don't want to say again like the older group, but I feel like I noticed like the older people vibed more, and like they were like really into it. So it was cool. It was like a really cool experience. I didn't even end up meeting my friend though at the bar afterwards, because she ended up going home instead of going to the bar afterwards. Because my table, we stayed pretty late at the restaurant because it took us forever to like, you know, like when you're like yapping and you're like, oh, I still haven't even looked at the menu, and the waitress has come over like 3 times asking like, oh, do you guys know what you want to get? And you're like, we still haven't looked, sorry. But yeah, it was a good experience. I think I paid like $40 for a burger, and that was like the cheapest thing on the menu. But yeah, overall, like, cool experience. I'm trying to think of anything else to add to it. It's called Time Left. It's an app. All followed each other and like made a group chat. It was really cool. Like, I wish the other 2 people showed up, because I feel like that could have been cool, like meet more people, but apparently that's common for people, like not everyone to show up. So good to know. I don't know about you guys. Okay, this is like a social anxiety thing on my part, but I feel like I, growing up, have always been so introverted, so shy. Like, I never really would talk unless I was talked to. And I think the older I get, the more I'm like kind of being more outgoing and like talking. And I have a really hard time with uncomfortable silence. Like, I can be silent and like be in silence around people that like I'm comfortable with, like my friends, my family, you know, people I've been around a few times. But people that I don't know, I like cannot stand when you're like at a table and like everyone's just silent and it's really awkward. Like, I have to feel that silence. Like, it makes me cringe. It makes me so uncomfortable. And then I'm like, oh my god, I talk so much. Oh my god, like I like overpower the conversation. Oh my god, like I need to stop being like the most talkative one here. And everyone towards the end, it's funny because like somebody was like, oh yeah, like I'm pretty introverted, and I was like, oh, I feel the same way about myself. And this guy goes, really? I don't feel like you're introverted. And I was like, because I talk so much. I feel like it's not even like me being an outgoing person, it's just me like needing to fill the awkward silence. Like, I feel like I can like find something to talk about. Like, in theory, like I talk to a camera, so like I'm talking to nobody right now. Like, I feel like I'm talking to you guys, but like in reality, like it's a camera sitting on my dashboard as I'm driving to work, you know? Like, I feel like I can like find things to talk about, but like it's really weird how my social anxiety went from like I don't talk enough to I talk way too much. Like, there's no in between. And so I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. It's something that I feel like I've been struggling with as I've been getting older. Like, I think it's weird too that I was so shy when I was a kid. Ooh, I'm like on this like curvy part of the freeway, and the curvy part of the freeway is like kind of scary. I don't know, because I'm like, if people try passing each other like on a really deep curve, because it kind of goes like this. I'm like, who built this? Like, why did you make it like this? Like, that's just, no offense, dumb. But anyways, what I was saying, I don't know if anybody else has experienced that, or maybe, see, now I'm about to curve this way, then I have to curve that way again. Like, I don't know who made it, this freeway. They're not my favorite. This is not my favorite freeway. What was I saying now? I don't know if anybody else has experienced that though. Like, you're really shy as a kid, and then like all of a sudden as an adult, like I don't even know where it came from, this like more talkative, outgoing side of me. I have theories, but I don't even think that any of my theories are actually true. You know, I'm about to curve this way. Like, I don't get this freeway. I'm like, why? Like, this can't be safe to be doing that. And it, like, there can't be any like actual reason why the freeway is like that. I don't know. But I keep cutting myself off. If anybody like has been like that too, where it's like as a kid super shy, like I was never the type to like raise my hand or want to talk or like really anything. Like, I was just always really quiet in group settings, and then I got older and now I yap so much, and it just, I always shock myself too, because I don't know if you guys feel the same way. Like, I'm not the same person I was when I was like a kid, a teenager. Like, I feel like I've really grown and matured and like, I don't want to say like elevated, but like my social anxiety has gotten so much better. But I still see myself as the same way that I was when I was a kid, when I was really anxious, and I mean, I'm still anxious, but like shy and like introverted and all of that. And so it's weird that like I'm no longer that person, but the way that I view myself is still that person. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know if anybody else has had that. Like, they've changed a lot as an adult, but you still view yourself the same way that you did as a kid because you were like that way for so long. I don't know. I don't think that we need a trauma dump this early at 8 a.m., but here we are. I don't know if that's like a trauma dump. It's just like a yap session. Oh, there's so much traffic. Honestly, the traffic hasn't been that bad. Oh, I hate when people swerve and cut you off. It hasn't honestly been that. Again? I try to leave a little bit of room in front of me just so if I need to like slam on my brakes, I don't like hit into somebody, but then people just like swerve in front of you and take up like this little much. Sometimes I do that too, so I'm like, who am I to judge? I do that to people, but like not big trucks. Big trucks should not be doing that. That's not safe. I don't know. Aside from the point, I hope that you guys have been able to hear me over like the freeway noise, and I'm probably gonna, okay, some people, I'm like, who gave you a license? Anyways, I'm gonna go to work, but that was my update about the dinner with strangers. I'm gonna be talking about mental health medication. Skip to this timestamp if you don't want to hear it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I hope they clicked. If they don't want to be here. I just got off my initial evaluation. I think it's like a psychiatric evaluation, which actually today is World Mental Health Day. So I was like, it is so fitting of me to schedule my psychiatric evaluation on World Mental Health Day. Like I was gonna tell her happy World Mental Health Day and then I forgot. Anyways, I'm gonna take these off. I think these glasses like kind of hurt the back of my ears a little bit whenever I wear them, so I might need to get them, oh it's so blurry, I might need to get them like resized or fit kind of so they don't hurt my ear because they just like sit in the place that it hurts. Anyways, wow, it's so blurry without those on. My eyes are like adjusting. I just had my first ever consults for mental health medication, and so we kind of like went over, essentially I had filled out a questionnaire before and then we went over my answers, gave her more context, she asked me questions. We did that for quite a while and she was really nice, so understanding. She made me feel very comfortable and I really liked her. I felt very, very comfortable with her. I was really happy about that. If you guys remember, like a couple weeks ago, almost like a month ago maybe, I had somebody who I had like a quick phone call with and I was like, oh, they do not seem like professional, or that they maybe they knew what they were doing. I just didn't feel like safe and comfortable with them prescribing me medication. Just the interaction we had, and this woman definitely made me feel very safe, and so it was a really great first experience in my opinion. And she prescribed me medication. If you guys want to hear it, you can skip away if you don't want to hear it, but she prescribed me Prozac. She said that she was saying that the tiers for depression and for anxiety are a little bit different, but I scored moderate for anxiety, which is the second highest tier, and then moderately severe for depression, which is the second highest tier for that one. And so we're starting with 10 milligrams of I don't know if it's milligrams, 10 something of Prozac for the first, I forgot if it was week or 2 weeks. I think it might be, oh I wish, it's probably gonna be on the script. And she said I could text her. And then after that, I'll take 20. And we talked about like the side effects and the symptoms. I asked her so many questions. I kept being like, am I like missing any questions? And she's like, you're asking more questions than most people. Like, good job. Like, you're doing great. And so like, I asked her so many different questions about it. And yeah, so we're gonna try it for 6 weeks. I have a 6 weeks follow-up. So I think for the first week, I'm pretty sure I take 10. And then the second, I start taking 20. And she was like, if at any point, like you're like feeling symptoms that are like so whatever, you can like text me and we can schedule an appointment and like make changes or, you know, talk about it. And she was saying that this for me is like treating depression and anxiety at the same time. She was saying that it can like treat a bunch of, like it can treat bulimia, it can treat things like, I was asking her a lot of questions of like, how does it work, why does it work, like what are the side effects. Like I asked her something like, can I take it on an empty stomach, does it matter what time of day, like if I take it with other medication, if I do this, if I do that, if I like, I was really like going over like a lot of like what ifs, and she made me feel very comfortable. Like she really knew what she was talking about. She felt like a very safe person, so I really liked her. I feel really confident in her ability to be a good psychiatrist. And she was saying like, you know, a lot of people take this and it works great for them, and some take it and they don't, and you know, other people take it and they don't. And she's like, well, like figure it, like I don't know what I'm saying, but she said the first 2 weeks is when, again, this is like, I don't think I'm spreading misinformation, because like this was literally told to me from a medical professional, but at the same time, like everybody is different, so just like take everything I say with a grain of salt. But she was saying the first 2 weeks a lot of people experience symptoms, and then the second 2 weeks is kind of like ugh, and then after that, like the fourth, you know, and like sixth, that's when you kind of start feeling the effects of it. And she was like, I was like, how do I know if this isn't a right fit for me? And she was like if you're feeling more like symptoms still by this point. So yeah, I feel really comfortable. I feel really like, maybe it won't be the right fit for me, who knows. I'm definitely gonna do more research on it. And she was even saying, she's like, feel free to do more research on it. She was like, just keep in mind, like everybody's body, everybody's brain is so different, it's so special. You'll probably read Reddit threads of people who hated it and people who loved it, and just know that like you will be like, your experience will not be the same as anybody else's. So I will try it for 6 weeks, see how it goes. She was saying that this one is good because you can like stop it cold turkey, because it like stays in your system for 30 days. So I was like, what if I like forget a day, and like, do I take 2, do I like, what do I, and she was like, it like stays in your system for like that long, like it's okay if you skip a day, try not to, obviously. Also, again, hope I'm not spreading any misinformation. This was literally told to me by my doctor, but maybe I shouldn't be saying all this. But yeah, that is the update. A lot of you guys did say in the video that you wanted me to like, that you would find benefit in me like sharing this experience with you guys. So again, I'll try to talk about it, but put timestamps so people are not interested in it. Oh my gosh, also I need to text my therapist because she was so sweet. She was like, text me tomorrow and like tell me how it goes. So I was like, oh, she like wants me to I'm gonna text her and say like, happy like World Mental Health Day, and be like, I just had my whatever. But yeah, so that's where I'm at. Again, she was saying that I won't feel any benefits for the first 4 to 6 weeks, and I'm okay with that. She was saying that like some symptoms of it will be like dizziness, diarrhea, increased anxiety, which I'm really scared about that one. But what can you do? You know, like if I have increased anxiety for 2 weeks, but it helps in the long run, like I think I can handle that. Yeah, so really great experience. I'm really glad that I ended up choosing her. I really liked her, and now I'm about to do a ton of research on it. You guys, my therapist and I are literally besties. Let me reenact this text message exchange. I said, happy World Mental Health Day, smiley face. I had my appointment with my psychiatrist. She was really nice and made me feel really comfortable. She prescribed me with Prozac, 10 milligrams start, and then 20 after that. And she said, hi, oh my gosh, yay. I'm so happy to hear that. Love that you had on World Mental Health Day. We'll discuss next session. Also, just saw your TikTok about your dinner thing last night. LOL, so proud of you for going. She told me a while ago, she's like, I keep seeing your TikToks on my For You page, and I don't know if it's like inappropriate for me to watch them. And I was like, you can follow, like you watch. So yeah, sometimes like one day I was like, oh, like she's like, how's your weekend? And I was like, oh, I decorated for fall. And she goes, I know that. Wanna know how I know? I saw it on your TikTok. I gave her full permission, so it's totally allowed. But I have some packages that I want to unbox. Oh, they're still outside. I still haven't even gotten them. Actually, one of the packages that I want to unbox, I unboxed this morning. You are sitting on a box of cherry slush Alani Nu that I got from Prime Day. Let me get the other things. This is it. So I've been seeing this cuticle oil all over TikTok shop, and I'm gonna be so real with you guys. I could go on a rant about TikTok shop. I almost went on a rant about TikTok shop this morning, but then I ended up deleting it because I was gonna post it on TikTok, and I was like, what if TikTok gets mad at me? But there's this thing, it's called Milk Honey. It's like all over TikTok shop. It's like all over my For You page, but I don't trust TikTok shop, and I'll let you guys know why in a second. Anyways, this is not Milk Honey, but it's a cuticle oil. It's huge. This thing was like really cheap. I think, well, actually I don't know if that was really cheap. It was like, I think I paid $5 for it. But I thought that I could like leave it on my nightstand, put it on my nails at night, and then hopefully it'll make my nails stronger. Because one thing that I struggle with is my nails are really weak because I bite them so often, because I anxiously bite them. I got the honey one, the milk and honey. I got the milk and honey one. This is not the same thing that's on TikTok though. Anyways, when I tried growing out my nails when I was painting them, they broke off like pretty easily because they were just so thin from me biting them so often. So I'm trying to be on my nail journey. It is an obsession of mine. I find that I just need to enjoy things, and if this is like a random thing that I enjoy, then it's what I enjoy. So I got this. I'll link it down below for you guys, and I'll keep you guys updated. It's by the brand Kukio. The packaging is, in my opinion, really inconvenient, but it is what it is. So I got that. I'm really excited to be on my nail journey. I'll show you guys. So I bit off all my nails, and then my cuticle was bleeding. I don't know, but I put a base coat on it just to kind of protect them, and then I'm thinking of painting them with the gel stuff like over the weekend. Are these the shoes that I got? They are. Okay, I'm so excited to get these shoes from the brand Easy Fox. See what they look like. If they're a really cute color. They're so cute. They smell good, like almost like real leather. This feels like really cushiony. My friend Audrey, she makes YouTube videos. She commented on my TikTok and said that these are really comfy. Oh, I feel like a good like comfy foamy layer, like the, you know, here. So I'm pumped for these. They go right like under my knee, it looks like just under my knee. I think these are so cute. I'm really excited. I cannot wait to wear these. That's everything that's came so far. I'm trying to think if I ordered anything else. I don't know if I did. I'm really excited for this nail oil. I feel like, sorry if I'm a broken record, when I like get obsessed with something, I like focus on it. Don't want to say the word hyperfixate. I really want to be careful not to say that word because I learned that is not like a trendy like synonym for obsessed. But I am obsessed with like my nails right now. I don't know why, but we're trying to be on our nail journey, and I'm excited to take you guys along with me. Also, I love doing this. I don't know if anybody else loves doing this. I love doing this. And then I've been texting my neighbor who I'm dog sitting for her. She's leaving tomorrow, so tomorrow I start my dog sitting journey. Also, I don't know if I should say this on YouTube. I've been so obsessed with the Aspen and Parker drama going on, or not drama, but just like the stuff that's been spilled. If you know, you know. I'm hooked. I'm locked. I've been watching Aspen Obart since before she met Parker. I go way back, you know. I'm gonna Google the difference between all of the like mental health medications because I'm like curious what all of them are. How are they all different? But anyways, I don't know what I'm the most excited about. Also, really cool thing about this cuticle oil, it can sit flat or you can kind of angle it. So I just angled it, like look, I'll have it on my phone. You can sit it like this, or it can kind of like be like that. And I kind of think the reason they did that was probably to save packaging, you know, to make it like cheaper probably, or maybe it's just like innovative packaging, I don't know. But I'm gonna keep this by my nightstand. I also got this other thing. It was right there. I got 2 little spray bottles. If you guys have been watching my videos, I've been talking about this antimicrobial spray that I'm obsessed with. I really feel like it is, I need to take my Accutane. I wish I would have taken it when I ate dinner, because you're supposed to take it with food. I always forget to take it. I was actually talking to my psychiatrist about this, and I was like, I'm just like worried that I'm gonna like forget to take it, like if I need to take it with food. And she was like, you can take it with food or you can take it on an empty stomach. She's like, I'd recommend trying both and just like seeing what works. And she was saying to like take it early in the morning because it can kind of have like stimulant effect, almost like caffeine. So that makes me feel better. I also was like, when should I time it with my Accutane? Like, should I take it at the same time? Should I not? Like, you know, all these questions. I asked her a ton of questions, but it makes me feel better that I can just like take it in the morning on an empty stomach. Aside from that, I did get these 2 spray bottles. They're each 1 ounce. I wanted to get one, but they really don't sell individual things anymore. But I've been obsessed with that antimicrobial spray, and I do feel like that is a huge reason why my skin has been so clear recently. It's a spray that kills bacteria. You just kind of like spray it on your face. I've been doing it like after a workout or if I've been sweating, and I leave it in my car because I'm usually in my car after workouts. But I was like, I want to put it in my purse, and then I also want to put one like in my house, and I don't want to get like 3 separate bottles because it's a pretty big bottle too that it gives you. And so I got these that I can pour them into, so I can like carry it in my purse if I'm not in my car, if I'm working out, if I'm sweating or something, and then just have one in here if I'm sweating or something. I don't know. Sometimes I don't like wash my face right away in the morning because I'm like lazy, so I could kind of use this as like a in the meantime thing. So I got these. I think they're like perfect size. So that's everything that I got, and now my kitchen island is a mess as always. This thing just collects so much constantly. Also, my mom is in Europe right now. I think she's in Greece actually as we speak, because she's a teacher and they're on fall break, and so her and her besties went on a little trip. She's been sending me photos. Should I show you guys, or is that weird? This is Santorini at night. You guys can see your reflection of the viewfinder in here. She sent me a selfie of her with like that in the background, but I don't know if that's like weird to show. Like, she's been sending me the coolest photos. That's where they filmed Game of Thrones. Sylvania, they're watching a juggler. Okay, so fun. And then when I was younger, I used to love these like little flattened pennies, and she texted, she goes, do you want a souvenir? I realized I never responded to her. Oh, I'm sorry, Mom. That was like last weekend, but anyways, that's where we're at. I need to clean up my kitchen island. We're kidding. I have 2 more packages. I don't know where my scissors are. I feel like I hear them. Oh, they're right here. I just looked over and I was like, when did these get here? Oh, okay. These are the Pilates socks that I ordered. This is a pretty big chunk of socks. And then we have these. I think these Pilates socks are so cute. I was talking about these ones for fall. Adorable. But obviously I didn't get those socks just for fall. I got those socks for year round, and there's one. Why is the lighting like that? The lighting is really red toned. I feel like that's better. Like, why was it like that? Did anyone else notice that, or am I seeing things? I could totally be seeing things. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, okay, this is the nail kit that my nail obsession. The little purse nail kit that I got. I think this is like, it's nice and flat. It's a little bit bigger than I would like ideally for a nail purse kit, but I do think it comes with so much. I'll probably take one of the clippers out and then like leave. Well, why is one of the clippers angled? That like low-key could be really nice. But yeah, there's like tweezers in here. There's a bunch of stuff in here. So I'll link, I think this was $5 if I'm not mistaken, but I'll link all the stuff down below for you guys. But yeah, I'm gonna put this in my purse along with the spray when I eventually fill it up. But little nail kit, I feel like this is gonna get really dirty really fast in my purse. This is gonna be so nice, because I feel like I always have like a hangnail, or like I need to like file down my nail or clip it or something, and that's when I end up biting it because I don't have a tool on hand. So I think this will make it a lot nicer. Yay! Good morning and happy Friday. Currently just like washing my face and getting ready for the day. Okay, I want to hear your guys' opinion on this because this is my first time doing this, so maybe it's like it takes a while for it to like actually hit. But I was seeing something that the first thing that you hear, listen, absorb in the morning sets your tone for the entire day, like within your brain chemicals or something. I don't want to spread misinformation there, so take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. But I was thinking, oh, it could be a cool idea to like listen to affirmations in the morning. I just feel like they're kind of cringy a little bit, but I do think that it's probably one of those things where it's like, yeah, of course, so at first it's like, I don't want to say like you don't believe it, but it's like, and then like you get better about it. I don't know. Does anyone do that? And at first was it like kind of like, this feels weird, and then it just kind of got better and like worked? I don't know. But I think I've showed this on screen to you guys a few times. The Beauty of Joseon, I believe that's how you pronounce it. This is the Relief Sun Rice Plus probiotics, which I have no idea like what a probiotic does for your skin, but it's SPF 50. I'll link this down below. You can get it on Amazon. I always thought this was going to be expensive because this gives expensive vibes, but it's not. I'm pretty sure this is Korean skincare. I really love this sunscreen. It doesn't have the smell of sunscreen at all, which I'm like, I don't know how they got away with that. Like, how does it not smell like sunscreen? It's a great texture. It's not greasy, and I think that's probably the biggest reason I like it. It just kind of feels like a moisturizer, because a lot of sunscreens feel super greasy. This one like soaks into your skin really well. Very hydrating, but not at all greasy. I don't know. I really like this. It's good for under your makeup. It's good for when you're not wearing makeup. Another one that I also really like is the Kiehl's Butterscreen UV Serum. This one is also SPF 50. This one has collagen peptides. This one's also really great. I find this one's more like a liquidy thing, so sometimes when I wear my glasses will like slip down my nose because it's a little like wetter of a formula, if that makes any sense, but still a really good sunscreen. Those two are my favorites, and I've been trying to wear sunscreen every single day. Good for anti-aging. It's good for acne scarring. Like, there's really no cons to wearing sunscreen every single day. I was talking to someone the other day and they were like, oh no, I don't wear sunscreen. I was like, you should. I tell my mom it every day. I don't know if my mom actually does it. I don't think she does. Mom, wear sunscreen every day. Come on. I know that you're supposed to put on your face, your neck, and the back of your hands. I don't know if I fully do that, but I feel like I should. Somebody said that you should wear enough sunscreen to do 2 lines of sunscreen, like a line of sunscreen, a line of sunscreen, and that's how you know it's enough. So, life hack. Also, my hair is super greasy, so we need to put some dry shampoo in her. This scrunchie, I got it when I was a senior in high school when I went to tour ASU. How cute is this? The reason I got it was because my best friend in high school went to Northern Arizona State University, and when I toured that college, they had a scrunchie with like the NAU logo on it, and I got that for her. So then when I went to tour ASU and I saw that, I was like, okay, I'll get that for myself and we'll like match. This is the Fairy Duster Dry Shampoo from Day. Okay, I like this, but it's not like my favorite. It kind of feels like I like always have something in my hair, if that makes any sense. Like, it doesn't feel weightless. It's weird having greasy hair again after being on Accutane for so long, and my hair was like never greasy, and now that I was off of it, it like starting to get greasy again. It just like, I wish I could have made that last. I was talking to someone about that. Even my psychiatrist was saying that she was on Accutane too. I was like, dang, everyone has been on Accutane. Okay, also another thing about my psychiatrist appointment, skip to this timestamp if you don't want to hear it. Give you a moment. Okay, so I never understood how they like knew the right medication for you, and I just think I'm just sharing my experience. I hope that's okay with you guys, because these are a lot of things that I wish I knew, or like that I was curious about. So maybe if somebody else sharing their experience, I don't know, makes you more or less likely to get it, makes you more informed, I feel like doesn't hurt. So from my understanding, and I don't know if I'm like the perfect person to say that all of these things, I never understood how they chose a medication for you. And essentially what I'm pretty sure it is they have like an evaluation, obviously, which is what I went to yesterday, and they ask you a ton of questions, and then based on your questions is how they pick the medication, obviously. But like, certain medications are better for certain things, like whether it's your sleep, your appetite. I'm trying to think of other things. Those are 2 things for me that helped her decide the medication that I got. So certain medicines can kind of like double dip or like dip into certain buckets. So if you have like a certain sleep whatever or a certain appetite, like this medication might be better for you because it also helps this. This medication might not be better for you because it doesn't help that. So that's kind of the thing that I think is how they do it. Like, they ask you all these questions, and then like whatever medication kind of like fills most of those buckets of the things that you're struggling with. Again, don't want to misquote, but that's how it seems like it is. So I was very curious. I was like, how do they know? Because I feel like I have heard of 3 different medications very commonly: Prozac, Zoloft, and Lexapro, and I never understood like, how do you know which one is which? I feel like I know people that are on all of them. I feel like it's actually very common for people to be on medication like this. Like, the more that I talk about it, the more I find out that like a lot of people are actually on it. I just think it's not something that you like tell to a stranger for the most part. Honestly, I'm a yapper, and I'm an open book for the most part, so I tell a stranger. But I feel like the more I personally talk about it, the more people have like also shared with me that they've been on medication or have been on it in the past, and that it has like made me feel more comfortable with it. And it's like, okay, this isn't like, I never thought it was a taboo thing by any means, but you know, it's never something that I experienced. So I just didn't know any real information about it, just from like little bits and pieces of what I've heard from people. So yeah, I think that's how they figure it out. Again, not 100% sure, but that's what it seems like. And it's cool that like one medication can kind of fill multiple buckets and not just specifically be for one thing. I was doing a ton of research on mine versus the others last night, so yay, an educated woman. Here is what I'm wearing to work today as I hold my phone like a baby randomly. I don't know why I'm doing that. This top is from Garage. I kind of want to get it in multiple colors. I really like it. I feel like it's flattering. And then my glasses are from Warby Parker. I always get questions about that. These are my Halara pants. They're like my stretchy trousers. And then I'm just wearing my everyday jewelry stack. And then I think that's it. Earrings, Amazon. I'll link all this stuff down below for you guys if you're curious. Also, I do link all my camera equipment down below as well. You just have to scroll a little bit further. My descriptions are filled with links. I feel like if there's anything you're curious with, even like questions and things like that, are always down below. I try to stack my description box. I did not end up cleaning my countertop. Recently, I've been obsessed with kind of watering down my cherry slush Alani Nu with ice a little bit. I feel like it just, I don't know, it just makes it taste extra good. Okay, I'm actually at Chick-fil-A before work because I didn't have any breakfast food. And so I got the egg white grill muffin. And I asked for the, okay, they didn't melt the cheese at all. First impression. I've never gotten this before. And at first I like asked for just the entree, not the meal. And he was like, okay, what drink do you want? And I was like, it comes with a drink? And he was like, yeah. And then they brought it out and they're like, oh, that'll be like 10 something for the meal. And I was like, oh, I wanted the entree. And she was like, oh, okay. I was like, I'm so sorry. Anyways, it's chicken, egg white, muffin. I'm hungry. My mouth is watering. I just don't know if I can get behind grilled chicken for breakfast. I don't know, I just don't think I can get behind it. It's good, but this doesn't feel like breakfast, you know? I don't know if I'd get it again, but it just doesn't feel like breakfast. Okay, but I'm gonna go to work.